Hello and thanks for joining School of the American Rifle. Today's video is about these 4 Ruger 204 barrels that we have in front of the camera. This camera is the static camera that I use when I'm teaching classes, so I apologize if the angles seem weird or if the audio is a little off, but my wife isn't available to help, so I figured instead of not capturing this video on camera, I'd at least give you an educational option at this angle, if you will. So before we look into the barrels, let me show you the casings on these. These barrels will not extract, and it's because the chambers are rough. So let me try to get this in focus. Can you see the roughness here? Forward, there, forward, there, forward. That's from a rough chamber. Now some people will argue, some barrel manufacturers, some gun manufacturers will argue that the chamber has to be somewhat rough in order to prevent bolt thrust. That's a bunch of BS. The chamber has to be somewhat smooth on a semi-automatic gas-operated gun in order to extract the casing. So these guns will not cycle reliably because of the rough chamber. On top of that, we also have what I call feeding kisses. Let me try to find them on some of these. Here we go, right here. This is a perfect example of a feeding kiss. Can you see that weird mark right there? Sometimes it dents the casing, sometimes it leaves just that little mark. Let me try to find one. There's another one right here, feeding kiss. This is from the chamber mouth being rough and jagged. So these guns not only have trouble chambering, but it also has trouble extracting. So let me grab one of these barrels. All 4 have the same problem. You're not going to be able to see the rough chamber, but you will be able to see the jagged edge at the mouth of the chamber. And it is right here. Extremely, extremely rough. Let me try to get this in focus. There we go. Look how jagged that is. That should be nice and smooth. And it looks like somebody just went in there with some type of cutting tool. And the chamber looks so rough that it looks like somebody went in there with a Dremel tool. I'm not going to be able to light it up well enough. I've already tried different camera angles, but all 4 of these barrels have this same problem. And Wilson Combat will not do anything about it. So he sent it to me. This one isn't as bad, but you can still see it's quite jagged as it's going in there. I could fix these. I have a tool that I can re-chamfer and bevel the mouth there, and I can also fix the actual sidewalls of the chamber. The problem is that I'm going to have to remove a little bit of casing support to fix that, and that can be dangerous. The casings can blow out right in this area right here. These also have the same problems. Let me try to get them in focus. And there they are. Extremely rough. So I'm not going to fix these. I'm not going to show a fix on camera. But this is what we have here. So I'm going to send these back to Joe and let him know that these cannot be fixed and still maintain their margins of safety. But as always, check out your brass when your gun is either working or not working, and it can tell you a lot about how it's operating or not operating and why. I hope you found this video educational, and thanks for watching.